On page 5 of your notes, where we talk about limiting reactants, I want to first start with an example of just like real life stuff that you are probably familiar with. So if we can imagine that we're making grilled cheese sandwiches. Now I think of it as like just basic grilled cheese, where to make your basic grilled cheese, what do you need?
2 pieces of bread.
Okay, so I'm going to say 2 BR for bread. All right, plus.
1 cheese.
All right, 1 cheese. So I'm going to say 1 CH for cheese. Plus, I usually put butter on mine. So like 1, we'll say BU for butter. Is that fair? Okay, so then what this would make is your grilled cheese sandwich. And if we say that it's already balanced, we'll just say, okay, so BR2CHBU. You have your 2 breads, your cheese, and your 1 butter. You with me so far? Okay. In order to make your grilled cheese sandwich, you have to have all 3 of these things present. Otherwise, you cannot make any of them. So let's say you tell your mom right now, hey mom, I want to make grilled cheese when I get home, and you have none of the ingredients. So your mom stops at the store and she picks up just like standard packages for all of these things. So she picks up 1 loaf of bread, which has, 24 pieces of bread. Okay, so she picks up 1 loaf that has 24 slices. And then she picks up 1 package of cheese that has 8 slices. And then she picks up 1 pound of butter, which has 32 tablespoons. Okay. Not tonight. Thank you for asking. So far, so good. You with me on all this? According to just, let's say the bread. According to just the bread, if I have 24 slices of bread, and I need 2 slices of bread to make a grilled cheese, how many total grilled cheese sandwiches could I make from that? 12. So I can make 12 sandwiches. According to just my cheese, if I have 8 slices of cheese and I need 1 slice per sandwich, how many sandwiches can I make?
8.
And if I have 32 tablespoons of butter and I only need 1 tablespoon per sandwich, how many sandwiches, according to just this, could I make?
32.
So if this is what your mom buys, how many actual grilled cheese sandwiches could you make with all these ingredients? 8. So you could only make, of course my pen is, all right, can only make 8 sandwiches. If you wanted to make more sandwiches, what would you need more of? Cheese. In this case, we would call cheese our limiting reactant. Your limiting reactant is the one that limits the amount that you are able to make. So we call it limiting because it runs out throughout the course of the reaction, and then once you run out of that thing, you can no longer make your product. So your limiting reactant is going to be used up during the reaction. There is none left over. So if I make all 8 of my sandwiches at the end of this reaction or at the end of this process, I have no cheese left over. I will have a certain amount of bread left over, and I will have a certain amount of butter left over, because those are what we call our excess reagent or excess reactant. It will mean the same thing. So your excess is anything left over after the reaction takes place. So the key that you need to understand is that the limiting reactant is called limiting because it limits the amount of your product that you can actually make. So anything left over after the reaction is considered excess. And we will stop there for now.